Okay, so I started asking the question if home association communities were being used for political activism. And so it was around the time of the Trayvon Martin thing that was taking place in Florida. And I started thinking, you mean they're using home association communities for political activism? And then the mayor was saying that there's a lot of money being raised in home association communities, and he said that they have figured out a way where they can just keep it going. So they'll say that it's going to end, but then they just decide, well, let's just keep building more houses because we can, and we'll keep going this direction and this direction and this direction. And so in the time that I lived in a home association community, they were bringing migrants in to build the houses. They were subcontracting to the migrants. And so then once everything gets built out, then they want to make the neighborhood uncomfortable for people. And that's by making a lot of noise. They'll make a lot of noise at night. They'll honk horns, and they will sit outside and play music loud. And so there was one guy, he went to the house, he left his dog, and then he went someplace else at night. So I don't know where he was staying at night. It was like him and his wife wasn't even staying in the house that they were at. They would go someplace else, but he just would leave the dog outside, and it would bark all night. And so I had another YouTube channel, and after my husband was arrested and made to leave the house after he hit me around the time of the insurrection, the home association woman called me up and asked me who the dog belonged to, because apparently someone was watching my videos. And so the home association was finding out things through my videos. And so I told her about the dog, and so she said that they would take care of it. They literally called me. I didn't call them to turn the guy in. But they said that they knew that there was a dog in the neighborhood that had been barking. A lot of people had heard it at night, but they just hadn't seen the dog. Well, it was this neighbor guy's dog, and so they would have a little dog. And so he had told me that it was a dog that belonged to his son. So his son would bring the dog over every once in a while, and then he would watch it. But the thing is, they would leave it out all night long. It would bark and howl all night long. And then they might be around about 5 a.m. It was when they showed up, and then they'd let the dog inside. Because I can't imagine how they slept their own self.